I guess I've been seeing lately a strategizing to win, and a fear of losing coming up in different situations.
When you are capable being in your heart, and from that place of yours, it's like you being aware of your personalness. When you being aware of your personalness and you letting yourself open that personalness from that heart place. In that letting, you just being so sincere. It's like you choosing to be sincere way of opening, not saving way, not doing way. So when you being so sincere, the sincerity likes to open the places you don't like to open. At the same time, you're not disturbing something, your personalness. You're not attacking your personalness. So from the heart, as you keep opening to your personalness, the softness, okayness, letting it happen, whatever's happening, it's like you actually opening much broader way to your personalness, as you don't lose this heart place of yours. And you're being sincere, open, and aware of your personalness. And then as your hand's gonna drop, everything return back in your heart. And your heart also capable to open more as you allowing it. As you allowing all this personalness drop in it. This way you're not going back and forth with your thoughts. You just only know there is a personalness within you. And it's not something you need to save or protect yourself or you wish not to change it. It's not true what your mind is telling you. So if this, what is your mind is telling you is not true, and then your allowing is much broader. And when you're loving that sincerity within, when you're loving this openness within, it's like everything is like you just loving. That loveliness itself is helping you to open even your heart. Differently than you letting your personalness dissolve within.
So don't even need to focus so much on the personalness dissolving as much as opening the loveliness. Mm-hmm.
Your sincerity is needed. Not your mind. Mind, what is telling you is not true. Through the sincerity, it's like, yes, What is there, you know that is there. And if you just cover it, it's going to block you. If you push it away, it's going to attack you. Even if you try it, it's going to overpower you.
So when I see it, I just take it into my heart.
Because you already know. You know there is personalness. There is fear to lose. Simple. You already know. So even that effort is not needed anymore. Effort to just reconnect, relocate, is not needed.
Yeah, it seems to happen just by default, almost just.
And what you know, and you're just aware of it. Because any part you're just seeing, there is still some kind of wavering. Be soft. Be open.
Yeah, I just love that. Just allowing, just the softness is so beautiful. Just such a beautiful way to be in it.
Yes.
I've had a couple of experiences lately where I seem to shift somehow in a and I'm wondering if that's what you're calling clarity. Then of course, as soon as I become aware of it, it stops. But it's a different feeling. It's nothing to do with the mind, but it feels like it sort of integrates the mind. Somehow it's part of it. That it just is clearer. And there is nothing. There's no thought, and until I start to define it. But I don't know how to yet stop or not engage my mind in trying to figure out what's going on.
Because it takes time.
Little by little, yeah.
Because in this, anything you just rush or touch or want or wish, it just interferes.
Yeah, it gets into personalness.
It won't allow you to be sincere,
right.
To be open. Because even that little clarity, even though you don't experience that clarity all the time, but that clarity is within you. It's allowing you to taste the deeper levels of your heart. This is where you are feeling you're sinking in your heart. And as you just bring all this awareness from your personalness. It'll help you to understand. It's like continue understanding is falling back within you also.
I know that feeling, yeah. It is just, it feels like something that would never finish. It's just a matter of just trusting that that falling back is not going to hurt or stop, or
Can you say the last line again?
that the falling back into it is going to be forever. It's not something that you're going to crash land, sort of.
As you open, you're capable of falling back. And as you open even further, same. Open again, and it's the same. And that helps you to be so fine in your own beingness. And that being so fine within, then you are capable of including any kind of weirdness, whether it's personal or impersonal. That way there is no wall.
That's right, yeah.
Because you're including, bringing more clarity within you. Because anything you don't understand, it's like a first person's action is to just protect from it. But as you willing to open, and then through this protection, you capable to open in that same area.
What part does surrendering have to play in this, where we just allow things to be what they are, versus opening, trying to open them, open ourselves?
When you opening and being everywhere sincere with yourself and doing your best to letting it be whichever way it is. And then finally you don't know what else. This is where the surrender takes place. Then you being in the surrender, because you don't see anything else. And when you being in that surrender, it's just letting you be in that empty space you have earned within you. And through the surrender, you're capable of being more sober, more grounded. And surrender is not something you capable to do.
What isn't surrender?
Isn't something you capable to do. It's when you are completely open and exhausted from everything. And that moment is happening.
Wow, that's...
Because even though you are opening, you're letting, you being sincere, because in that you still involve in it. When you being in the true surrender, you're not involved in it.
Sometimes it's like I have this sort of overseer that's, I don't know if it's my mind or my ego or a split in the personality, but when like I'm having trouble just even surrendering in this moment because something is watching and it's preventing me from fully participating in this moment. It's judging. That's the personalness.
Because even if you want to surrender, it's not going to happen that way. Because of the surrender is beyond your mind, beyond your personalness. And if you experiencing still this personalness, even you just experiencing there is a watcher is still there. It's like you still plug into it consciously or unconsciously. So anything you still plug into it, it's like there is a connection with you. So the surrender cannot happen. Even there is a tiny little connection with something. You want to experience, you want to be with that. Even it's a true space, you want to be in that. Surrender is not going to happen. Because you still want something.
Yeah.
Your connections with your personalness still there.
Yeah.
So that's why when you keep opening, unlimited way. It's like you see there's nothing left in you. And even if I say you just wait after that, even that is not true. Because then in your wait there will be a personalness. You're still hoping something to happen. It's just natural way of just there. You can't do anything anymore.
So just coming back.
You're loving it. The way you're loving it, your walls being softened.
That overseer experience is a big wall of personalness.
Because that is the personalness It's like you opening as you being in your own heart. And when you're opening, even you just experiencing a little bit personalness in one thing, and from your side you just open to everything.
Oh yeah, I see. So, because not opening, then you close. Yeah. Duh. Because sometimes I'll see something like that, and it kind of frightens me a little bit. It brings in a little bit of separation or anxiety, or yeah. So just thank you very much for this. Go. Oh, what was that? Catch the thread, right? And then I'm finding it really difficult to shut down my mind right now and just I want to close my eyes so that I can just
Softness.
okay. I'm feeling an actual sensation of hardness. I've kind of like a sensation of being locked up. Locked.
Mm.
You know. So
Again, softness.
yeah. I'm working on it.
Because you're going to experience this hardness, this even being locked in different ways. And this is the sign to be softened. And through the softness, you're including your mind. And as you able to include your mind, then lets you experience the stillness within you.
The less I experience my mind. So could you say that again?
Through the softness, you are capable to include your mind in your heart. And as you include your mind in your heart, and that lets you experience the stillness within you. And your openness to relate with any personalness through the softness as you not looking for any end in it. Then effortless softness can be in everything and everywhere. And through the softness, your clarity will shine. You are already relating with the impersonalness. In that impersonalness, there is greater pull. When you're letting this your will to be softened and soften and be in that the loveliness of this being powerless. That way you're not being threatened to become powerless. Your love to become powerless is also leading you toward the true surrender within you. Your love to be in this powerlessness it's like you're just moving unconditional way. Because in that there is innocence. Because through the greater pull, you know the truth in your direction.
I feel a lot of just letting go and letting go and letting go and shedding. Just, just allowing, because what do I know, That works, allowing the softness to dissolve the personalness. Thank you.
And you are being in it like a little girl. And the way is inviting you, the way is shifting you, it's happening at the same time.
It really does feel like coming home because there's nothing to change. It's just acceptance and